Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to keep on going on drafting C. A few things I want to talk about here really quick is remember if we ever leave our document and come back, a lot of times it doesn't look like it's editable. It doesn't look the same at all. So I left my drafting C with basically 3 points where these are going to be the center of the circles. I know that if I came in here to open it up, once again remember to find things, we got to go over here to our data panel, and then you should be able to find this stuff underneath your mine's called 8th grade drafting. I think yours is called your admin folder. If you double click into that, though, you should be able to see all the things you've been making, and you can see all the messing things that I've been messing around on, just trying to get things, I guess, working. With that being said, once you get there, if you want to be able to edit your last draft, you should be able to right click on it and then edit sketch to get it back to looking normal. And then we can push this back in to get it out of the way. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a lot of circles using the circle tool. And I'm not sure exactly how the circle tool works as far as where it's putting points and whatever else, so bear with me when I'm going through and doing it. Now, up here, the circle tool is the third one in. It is also the letter C on your keyboard. And we're going to start with this point, clicking here, sliding straight up, and typing in our diameter. Now, remember, we did this in radius, so we got to go twice or 2 times the diameter. And our first radius is 1, so that's going to be 2. Enter. Now, you should notice if we did this right, we should have a little space below our piece because it's not quite lined up with that bottom line. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, once again, C for circle, middle, click slide straight up. Once again, we're going to type out the next one, and that's going to be a radius of 3/4, which is a diameter of 6/4. Remember, 6/4 does not need to be simplified in order for it to work. After we hit enter, we can see that that one is a radius of 3/4, right? Making it a little bit smaller. And you can see they're kind of jumbled on top of each other. Later on, we're going to organize that mess before we submit stuff. Now, the next thing we have to do is make our circles over here on the right-hand side. Similar idea, circle tool, select, sliding straight up. I'm going to go with the biggest one first, and that's 11/16. Once again, twice as many would be 22/16, even though it feels funny, it will know what to do with it. Enter. Ends up being 1 3/8. At the same time, the next one is 7/16, so a circle. Remember, 7 times 2 is going to be 14/16. 14/16. Enter. And then the third one is going to be 1/4. So circle, 1/4 times 2 is 1/2. 1/2. Enter. Now that we have those 3 things, the one thing I noticed that I can do is I can copy those instead of making them over on the other side. Would it be hard to make them over on the other side? No, but I'm always just trying to, I guess, learn stuff in programs. So the one thing I've learned I can do is I can click and drag from right to left and select just the circles. So just crash into the circles. After I do that, I should be able to do a right click and then a copy, which is a Control C, so I won't even need to do a right click. But here we go. If I do a Control C and do a Control V, now it wants to know where am I going to put that. All right, Control Ving it. All right, and we want to move this a distance, I guess, to the left. All right, and that's going to be negative in the X distance. So we're going to go type by going negative first, right, or dash hyphen, and this is going to be 2 space, and then 3/8 times 2 is 6/8, all right? And that should be, I guess, 3/4. The distance going over. Enter. And now we have those circles everywhere they're supposed to be. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the line tool on the bottom, and all I'm going to do here is just connect my dot going straight down. And I notice this is not active, so if I hover over here and I slide down the pieces there, you notice that each circle has an X on it, and that's where I should click, on that bottom one. And I want to slide to the left, and I could just do this at that same distance we just learned is that 2 3/4, but instead I'm going to go up here once again and slide and hang over top, slide down, and I should get this activated every, I guess, circumference I crash into. Just make sure you're clicking in the right spot. All right, and now we have our bottom line. All right, now the last thing we need to do in this is we need to put the tangent arcs here and we also need to go through and dimension it. But we're doing a great job getting started. Hope this helps. Thank you all for watching.